Ladies and gentlemen, everybody, welcome to TJK Network 2 for the JV volleyball game, the final game of the regular season. JV volleyball team's current record is 8 wins to 5 losses. Pretty solid numbers. We currently do not know the playoff situation right now. We're going to ask about that later on, and we'll let you guys know for our season posts that we made. Be sure to tune in for our playoff coverage, all on TJK Network, as we get ready for the first set. Just listen to what I'm saying so you can understand how to do this. I'm not even 30 minutes. 30 to 40 minutes if it's a good game. Maybe, and then if it's like a shitty blowout, it'll last like 30 minutes. JV maybe decent. JV's good. Varsity sucks. Yeah. JV's 8-5. Varsity's 5-11. Ugh. And this team, the varsity, I don't know the JV record for this, but the varsity record them is 15-3. So this game, varsity's gonna be 1-2 and done. And here we go. Bumped up high, over by Cameron Corbo. Spiked, brought up high, bumped high. Cameron Corbo brings it over. MCST to set it up. Up high, Corbo. Erickson tries to get it over, but doesn't get over, but it's brought over in time. Brought over again. On the dive right there, but it was brought back over. It's a good first start for the set. Bumped up high, Cameron Corbo. Over by Erickson. And that will be ruled. Now will be ruled in, and the Panthers will get on the board first. Here's the serve by Lapani. Hits the net. And now Morris Tech gets their first point. Here's the serve. And Morris Tech hits the net. So now the Panthers get their point. Now Panthers back with the lead, 2-1. And Picardo will come in and substitute for Sophia Turo. And now serving for the Panthers, Cameron Corbo. Bumped up high from the serve. Brought over, Corbo to bump it up. Picardo. Brought it down by Castle. And Lapani not able to receive it. This game's tied up at 2. We'll have another sub in for MCST. And now serving. MCST. Right over. Up high. By Lapani. Corvo to set up. Sienna Castle brings it over. MCST sets up. Nice bump by Mancera. And it's brought over. Nearly fanned on. And it will just be short. Panthers regain the lead. 3-2. Served by Sophia Erickson. And it's the Panthers' point. Here's the serve. And that will be out, so 4-3. Here's the serve. Bumped up high by Molly Jung and brought over by Picardo, but it will be out, so 4-4, we're tied again. Here's the serve. Brought over. And set up. Up high. Cameron McCorvo with it. And brought over by Molly Jung. Rabagor, Mancero, set it up. Sienna Castle brings that one over. Brought up. And Corvo plays it. Sienna Castle gets it over, but down low on the dig. They do get it up, but no one there to play it. And it's now 5-4. And we're going to have a sub in and sub off. And Sienna Castle will be subbed off for Samantha Delizia. Here's a serve. Bumped up. Set up. And it was brought over. Brought back in. It was in. 6-4 now. Delizia fans on that serve. And it's now 6-5. What was that? That was a very unusual serve. Or unusual fan. Never seen that before. But here's the serve from MCST. Bumped up high by Mancero. And it will hit on the net. Cameron Corvo in front of it. It will be 6-6 now. Here's a serve that's also fanned. Hits the net on that, and the Panthers will retake the lead 7-6. And now Sophia Picardo serving. Here's a serve. Bumped up. And brought over. No one there down low to get that. Mancero tried to dig for that. Unfortunately, she's unable to. And now we're back at 7-7. There's a serve. Hits the net. A lot of messed up serves today from both teams. And here's a serve from Molly Jung. No one there to receive it. And it's now 8-8. Here's a serve. Bumped up by Turo. And Corvo tried to rush for that and went out of bounds. Will be an ace for MCST. And MCST will take their first lead of the game, I believe. I think it's their first lead. Another messed up serve. And now we're back tied, 9-9. MCST is not having success on the serve.
They are not great with the serves today.
Yeah, I agree on that. Aliani Lapani with the serve. And an ace for Lapani. So Lapani gets the ace for the Panthers to take the lead again. It's been a very tight game. Here's a serve. Bumped up high. No one there to receive it, and we're tied again. Here we are, getting ready for the serve. Here's the serve. It makes it just over the net, but Siena Castle hits it onto the net. And MCST takes their second lead of the game, if we're recounting this correctly. Here's a serve. Another failed serve from MCST. Cameron Corbo serving for the Panthers. Ball hits the light when it makes its way up. Bumped by Corbo. Tipped over just barely by the Picardo. And that will be MCST's point as it went over, out of bounds. And we're going to have a sub in and a sub off for MCST as they'll serve it. Successful serve that they haven't had in a decent amount of time. Corbo down low to bring it over. What a play. Brought back by Corbo. And over by Picardo. Siena Castle gets it over. And it's brought out. What a play that was in that setup. And Sophia Erickson serving now for the Panthers. Here's the serve. Bumped up high. Just tipped over. Or went off a hand. But the Panthers get it over as it's brought back. Cameron Corvo with it. And that's brought out by Molly Jung. And it's now 13-12 MCST.
It is a back and forth battle here today.
Yeah. Very major back and forth battle as the serve. It's going to go right for our setup. That's an ace for MCST and is now 14-12. MCST's first 2-point lead and just first 2-point lead in the game again. And another failed serve to bring this game within one. No, I was getting audio. I was getting audio. You're good. No. Anyways. Yeah, sorry if the other mic was on. And now Samantha Delizia serving. 14-13. Here's a serve. That will be out, and MCST gets a 2-point lead again. And Sam Delizia subbed off for Sofia Vucenovic. Here's the serve. Set up by Olivia Mancero. No one there to connect on that. And now it's a 3-point lead for MCST. Here's the serve. Bumped up by Vucenovic. Corvo gets that one over. And that will be in. And it is now back within 2. Here's the serve. That will go out. And here's the serve. Turo with it. And bumped high by Mancero. And brought over by Molly Jung. Blocked! Great block from the Panthers. And that is number 22. Not on the JV roster. For some reason.
A very good block to bring this game back within 2 points.
Here's the serve, and it's an ace for the Panthers. And this game is now back within 1. Served by Molly Jung. Tipped over, and it's another point scored by the Panthers. And this game is now back tied up at 17 apiece. Here's the serve. Bumped up high. And over. Another great play. We're going to have a timeout here. And that person who made multiple great plays, we just got her name for number 22, Anastasia Babbitts. And here we go, getting back into this game. Here's the serve, and it's another ace for the Panthers. And the Panthers will take their first 2-point lead of the game. So, number 22, we just got her number, making those great plays. That was Anastasia Babbitts. Right over, bumped up by Vucenovic. Brought up by Jung. Babbitts brings it over. Brought up by Turo. And Babbitts got a little confused if Corbo was going to play that. This game's back within 1, and we're going to have a substitution change for Pequannock. Last regular game of regular season before the playoffs. Down low from Vucenovic to keep that in play. Brought back over. And Babbitts brings that one over. Brought over again and off the stealing, and it will be a Panthers point. And Aliani Lapani subbed in, and Anastasia Babbitts subbed off. She had a great time in JV minutes. Great play by Mancero. Corbo tips that, but no one there to get there on time. And it is now 20-19. Here we are, getting ready for the serve. And a failed serve from MCST. And Sophia Turo now getting subbed off for Sophia Picardo. Cameron Corvo serving now for the Panthers. And just short. She'll hit the net on that. Here's the serve. Bumped up high. And Mancero not able to get to that. Game's tied back at 21 apiece. Here's the serve. It's out. Technically another failed serve.
MCST cannot really serve today. I don't know what it is.
Something's not connecting correct. They've hit the net many times. As well as Pequannock too. They're also not doing, I mean, they are getting a lot more serves, but they just hit the net again. So now it is tied at 22. Here we go with the serve from MCST. They'll be able to get this one. Corvo sets that one up. Jung brings that one over. Brought up high. And over again. Hit back. Went off of 2 players, and it will land on the ground in MCST zone for the Panthers to get the point and take the lead again. This game has been neck to neck for the first set. Just going off in this. And we're going to have Sam Delizia come back in. And subbing off will be, Sienna Castle. Here's a great serve by Samantha Delizia. And it will be an ace. Match point for the Panthers. So Panthers with the match point. If they get this point, they'll win the first set. Here's the serve. Pumped up and out. Panthers will win the first set. 25-22. So that first set was very neck to neck, wouldn't you say? Aiden Garcia coming in to report to join.
I would say so. Very competitive up until the end.
Yeah, but the serving has been it's been very iffy lately.
Much of hitting the net, going over.
Or going out.
Or just going out in general.
Yeah.
Something's not connecting.
Panthers have gotten a lot more successful serves than MCST, but MCST has hit the net a lot more.
They've hit the net a lot more than they have gone over the net.
I think that's what's making this game neck to neck, is the failed serves themselves more than the plays.
And the very slight mistakes.
Yeah. But the Panthers have started off strong, as they'll try to win set number 2 to sweep MCST and win 2-0. And JV looking to finish off with a 9-5 record. Not sure what the playoffs are like for JV, because again, this is the only sport as of right now where we cover JV. But we are looking forward to covering the winter sports on TJK Network. TJK Network is going to be very packed for winter sports, as we're not just doing hockey and boys varsity basketball only this year. Girls basketball is also joining TJK Network, so welcome girls basketball. And also boys, JV, and freshman leagues, as well as, of course, the girls' JV and freshman leagues, all joining in for TJK Network for winter sports. And also JV hockey team will also be joining. And also, we'll have the wrestling team also joining on TJK Network. So it is going to be jam-packed on TJK Network. So be sure to subscribe and tune in, especially if you guys are new, because we have been getting a lot of new subscribers ever since we started covering the girls' sports. That was a big improvement over what we were just doing last year. And we are looking forward to covering the remainder of the playoffs for fall sports. Coming up this week, tomorrow, we have boys soccer playing against the number 1 seeded Ramsey team over at Ramsey. That game will only be on TJK Network Radio, as for NFHS Network, the state controls the copyright compared to the school. That's for regular season. That's why we're able to get permission from the host and school. But for playoffs, it's going to be NJSIA who controls it, and they have a restricted rule, so that'll be on radio only. So, but still, be sure to listen in so you get the live score and stats of the game. And for girls soccer, they have clinched the number 1 seed with a phenomenal 16-1-0 record. And we will be every single home playoff game for the entire run, and that's going to be a good one, folks. Be sure to tune in on that. That's going to be a very entertaining game. They'll be playing, I forgot who they're playing. Let's take a look on that. As we get into our second set, we'll be getting that for you. The game is going to be on Thursday for the girls. They'll be playing, okay, so they'll be playing Midland Park, and they are 6-10-0. Here we are, getting ready for our second set. And also Friday, we have the football playoffs coming up. The first round against Lakeland. That'll be a jam-packed game, too. And be sure to tune in on that, too. That's going to be a good one, folks. And whoever wins the Pequannock Lakeland series will be playing the winner of the Caldwell-Madison series.
Very large lineup indeed for the winter season and for the rest of the spring season, or fall season.
Served by Cameron Corbo. And it's going to be a Panthers point as MCST will hit the net out. So Panthers start off on the board here. Corbo with the serve. Bumped up high. No one there. Ace for Cameron Corbo. Here's the serve. Bumped up and over. Brought over and brought back. Corbo bumps that one over. Mancero plays that. Corbo sets it up. Sienna Castle will hit that. Inbounds, and it will be 2-0. Excuse me, 3-0. And Cameron Corbo serving again. Ace for Corbo.
Panthers off to a very strong start here.
Agreed. Here's a serve. Another ace. Strong start for the Panthers. They lead by 5 now. Here's a serve. Bumped up. Brought over. Set up. Corbo brings that one over. Over. Up high by Sanger. And Sanger gets that one over. But it will be out. And it will be MCST's first point to get on the board. Here's the serve. Bumped up high by Mancero. And could not connect to Licardo. Scores 5-2. On the serve, it was bumped by Alexa Yassin, but just short. And now this game's brought within 2. Here's the serve. Bumped up high by Yassin. And brought over by Licardo. MCST sets up to bring it back over. Castle will hit the net on that one. This game's brought within 1. Here's the serve. Bumped up high. Corbo right there to play it. Bumped up again by Corbo. Mancero. Corbo gets that one over. What a play by Corbo. Great start. And now it's 6-4. TJK NETWORK is already getting ready to write down the 3 starts of this game. And Samantha Delizia serving. Here's the serve. Ace. Here's the serve. Bumped up high and over. Brought back. Valencia will bump that one back. And nearly goes for a serve until it deflects off a wall. Score is now 7-5. Don't trust me, it's hit our setup before. Here's the serve. Bumped up. Castle brings that one over. Up high. Nice play by Castle. Will be MCST's point. I believe officials may have called Castle because I believe she touched the net with her hand. That's my call, I think. My guess, my take. Here's a serve. I could be wrong. Bumped up high and over. And it's out. Here's a serve. Ace. And Olivia Mancero serving. We're at 9-6 with the score. Here's a serve. Ace for Mancero. Panthers lead by 4 now. Here's the serve. Could not connect on that one. Was MCST, as now Panthers are now leading 11-6.
MCST making some very costly mistakes here, giving the Panthers many points.
Yeah, MCST not able to connect here. As again, they are unable to connect. It's another Panthers point. And now they lead by 6. Another ace. Here's a serve. She served over the line, and that will be a point for MCST. Here's a serve. Mancero, very short bump, but Ricardo is able to keep it in play. The Panthers get it over. On step. Spike, that goes into the net. Another point for the Panthers. That ball nearly goes right for a setup. Well, not hitting it. It was just rolling. Served by Panthers as it's brought back over. Up high. Corvo plays that. Brought over. Up high. Corvo to bring that over, and MCST not able to connect on that. It is now 14-7. Panthers leading by 7. Serve by Turo. Up high. No one there. Delizia trying to make one last dig for that. Here's a serve. Bumped up high. Over. And it will be MCST's point as Panthers hit it twice. Here's the serve. Bumped up high by Mancero. It's brought back over. Turo and Corbo to get it over. MCST setting up. And they bring it over. Will be out. 15-9. And Aliani Lapani serve it now. Here's the serve. Ace for Pequannock. And the score is now 16-9. Set 1 was very neck to neck. This one, Panthers lead by a bunch. And MCST sets up.
Not very neck and neck, if I do say so myself.
And Panthers scoring that one. Yeah, not very neck to neck for set number 2 compared to set 1.
Especially since the Panthers are leading by 8 points right now.
And also, there's not a lot of messed up serves. And it's another ace for Pequannock, and it is now 18-9. Here's a serve. Another ace. As if we're not able to connect. And Lapani serving again for the Panthers, of course. A lot of aces this set. Here's the serve. Another ace. And it is now 20-9.
MCST making some absolutely horrendous mistakes right now. Costing them a lot of points.
Yeah, I agree on that. Cameron Corbo bangs that one out. It's now 20-10, and Lapani will get subbed off for Alexa Yassin. Panthers lead by 10. There's a serve. Mancero, Corbo, and try to connect it to Turo. Fortunately, the ball was too low. And now MCST brings this game within 9. Here's the serve. Failed serve as it goes out. Panthers regain the 10-point lead. Here's the serve. Bumped up high. Panthers at the point. Unable to connect was MCST. It's now 22-11. Here's the serve. Bumped up high. And brought over. Up high again. Corbo to bring that over from Turo. Erickson. Turo. Castle. That goes out. It is now 22-12.
Panthers still leading by 10 points, though.
Yeah, this game is pretty far apart points-wise. Here's the serve. Alexa Yassin brings that almost to our setup. Went off the basketball hoop that was retracted in the air. Here's a serve. Hits the net. Failed serve again. 23-13. And Cameron Corvo now serving. Here's the serve. Bumped up. And over. Mancera. Corvo. Sanger. Bangs that one out. But they hit it and play it out, so it will be a Panthers point. Here's the serve. Bumped up high. Oh, by the way, that was a Panthers match point, and now they just scored on the match point, which means that the Panthers will sweep MCST with the final score of 2-0. So great win, as the Panthers will finish with a 9-5 record for JV. So your final scores for each set: 25-22 and 25-13. 2-0 final. Solid match, and Panthers go up to 9-5. Anything you need to say? Aiden Garcia, broadcast assistant here.
Very strong lead by the Panthers. Very commanding to that game. Not really any challenging besides in the first set by MCST, where it was very competitive. But once the second set hit, it was just absolute domination by the Panthers.
Yeah, I agree. First set was neck to neck, mainly because of failed serves, but the second set, Panthers had domination, mainly from a lot of aces. So I think our top 3 stars of the game we're going to rate is mainly number 22, Anastasia Babitz, with her blocks and also multiple points scored, and also Cameron Corbo for numerous aces, and I believe Samantha Delizia will also get it, as well as a mix of Aliani Lapani with their aces. So those are your 3 stars, or 4 stars of the game that TJK Network is going to put in. Anyways, my name is Tarek Azizak, and of course, Dan Garcia assisting on the report. We hope you enjoyed this JV matchup. Be sure to tune into our varsity matchup starting at 5 p.m. That'll be on the main station, so you can migrate over once we end this broadcast. If not, we hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, everybody.